Well. Welcome again for this second video where I'm walking in the forest. I have actually been out helping or guiding or serving or whatever a friend that suddenly was ending in a very bad circumstances after arriving from a trip into India and was stuck 20 hours in Doha. And as her journey is very much about being outside and not being in buildings and so on, she really broke down to that and had to go to psychiatry emergency this morning. Luckily helped by a friend of hers or her boyfriend. And honestly, she had completely broken down because of her lack of energy and no hope, no view, no everything. And now they have her under observation for a couple of days. And what can I say? That is things that happen when we are, let's put it, on our way and maybe not fully aligned with what our journey actually is. And I still remember the couple of years, the last 3 years, couple of 2 years where my journey and also my wife's journey was really tough when we were in lockdown in Indonesia. And luckily we had each other and could help each other. But I was down at least 6 months out of the 2 years, and she was probably around the same. I think what I wanted to say with this is that the journey we are on, and in these times, is not easy. But of course, everyone has their own journey, and the way that it has to play out is needed to play out that way. However, we should not underestimate the power of having a friend, a loved one, a caring one at least next to us that really understand what it is that we are going through. And I'm just so grateful to her boyfriend that despite that he's not in that situation, that he took her to this emergency room and so that she can get some rest, get some help, and find her way back again, right? But as I said to her, take your time now and don't expect anything from yourself. Just flow with it. Just accept the situation. And of course, if there's anything you don't understand, then just call me. But you have to go through this for a purpose also. And that's also part of the journey, is that it's not a straight line. We might think it is like that, and because that's what our logic mind is actually trying to capture and to fulfill, but that's just not how it is. There is bumps on the road, and some of the holes that we are dropping into is deeper than others. There is mountains that we meet that we basically cannot climb, but we are able to do it anyway. There is people we meet that suddenly show up for purposes that we didn't even realize. And I just think that I want to send out this message that everything is as it's supposed to be. We just have to learn as human beings to adapt to it, to relate to it, to not think that we can actually just put a wish out there and then everything's gone. This is a tough time. We are transmitting into a completely new species, basically. And we are basically transmuting into a world that is completely different than what we have been used to for thousands of years. So of course it cannot just happen, first of all, from one day to another. This preparation has taken hundreds of years, actually. And the same goes for our inner, that the process has taken years already. And there is still a path to go. There is still some things we have to go through. And we have to see that some of us basically break down from that. It's not an easy task. We have to take it seriously. It's not just a question of getting back to status quo, because there is no status quo. And the symbolism that we can observe here, now that I'm standing in front of the peaceful lake, now there is ice on it. Circumstances are always changing. The trouble is that we in our mind have got used to the thinking that we don't need to change. We just need to go back to our status quo. But that's not how it is. And it will never be like that anymore. We are on a journey for humanity in the universe. Something that has never happened before in this way. Because now we are and have become very powerful species, and we will be even more powerful when we learn to maneuver and navigate in this. With that, dear friends, dear family, I love you all, and I greet you with a beautiful day and this beautiful view.